Hey guys, what is up? Today I come to you with another live reaction of Gintama 2017, and we are at episode 321. And just before I even start my live reaction, I am going to tell you guys what I'm going to review for spring 2017. The anime that I'm planning to review is Boku no Hero Academia season 2. I have been asked by a few of my friends to do it, which I will do. Fukumenki Noise, which is coming out in April. We don't know exactly which date. High School Star Musical, or aka Star Mu, which is April 3rd, not April 4th. I go by the official Twitters. And Oshisu Kyoshi. So those are the 4 shows that I will be reviewing for spring 2017. And just so you guys know, the first episode for Boku no Hero Academia starts on April 1st, which is a Saturday, and not March 25th. March 25th, they're just recapping in season 1. So don't look to March 25th as the day to watch that show. So without further ado, I stated what I'm going to review for spring 2017, and now I'm going to start with my live reaction in 3, 2. All right. So this episode is going to be focusing on Sakamoto for the first time that we ever, well, not the first time, we had episodes with him, but we're going to see what he's capable of this time around facing against enemies. Because he doesn't show much, but he is very important to the Joy 4 because he was involved in the war, as you all know. I might skip the opening. All right. The one best suited to sit at the throne is not Shigeshiki. So he was lied to, Nobunobu, planning to overthrow Shigeshiki and put him in spot, but only to use him as a puppet for the Tendo Shu and the Naruto. He wasn't really someone of importance. I remember one of the 3 mad stars, the one that's capable of taking down any enemies without soldiers. He's here now to try to defeat Sakamoto enemies. And he took over Sakamoto's ship and basically brainwashed all of his crew members. Part 5, the 2 fools. And Sakamoto's gonna be versus against Hankai. Episode Katsura beated his name Bato Shokaku. Reality is such a bullshit thing. Where did I hear that from? I remember Watashi ga, or better known as Kiss Him Not Me. So now they have to protect Nobunobu so he doesn't get killed. But for everyone that's hating him, you find a reason not to. You know, Gintama likes to always redeem people who we thought as villains and bad guys and make them seem more human, at least tolerate. They have every single one of their comrades just walking around like zombies. I remember last episode they explained how he released nanomachines like a virus throughout the entire ship, and somehow they got into board into their bodies and has somehow found their way up into their heads and has seated themselves, and that's how he's capable of controlling them. And that's why he's basically the guy that subordinates, nobody like basically give orders to, because he himself alone is capable of taking down an army. And he's located in the control room. He's both. He's a big man and a fool. That's Sakamoto. Oh my god. Oh, why are you telling him to look at your? Yo, she was so pissed that she just let them fall right into the enemy's hands. Oh my god, now they have to run for their lives. Did they make a reference to Doraemon? What? And he captured himself. He's an idiot. It is a reference to Doraemon. And they're going to eat while they capture themselves, and they're going to eat. And they're gonna wait for help or something. And Nobunobu's questioning whether if oh my god. And now they're eating the heck? He invaded Nobunobu's body. Yeah, Hankai invaded his body. Oh, he saw him. He saw him, and that's how he invaded his body. When he was peeking through the door, he saw him and invaded him. Ugh, that looked nasty. And he invaded Mitsu's body. But he stabbed her. Even if my men abandon me, I won't abandon them. He just, he just destroyed the freaking thing that kept him up in the air, also. Sakamoto. He is a big man and an idiot. Oh, shit. The thing that was controlling the ship, he just shot at it. Nasty. Seeing all those wires coming out of his body. Oh my god. Oh my god. And placed on the top just like they wanted. And that's why you, yeah. Yeah, because he wasn't loved by the country. He was just used as basically a placeholder, someone that they could manipulate. He was never loved. Unlike Shigeshiki, who was loved by many. No one cared for Shigeshiki. And he practically also killed himself off just to attain power. A wise leader or foolish one. Once a man bears the burden of a lion's head, he can't expect that to be that simple. Because he valued as a comrade. Oh my god! Oh, like a part of Hankai just stabbed inside him. At least he yanked it out. Yo. Yes, Vincent caught the bullet. She is not someone to mess with. Yes. Let's go. So they defeated him. A river is like an empty ship. Only after it has a crew can it sail to where everyone wants to go. This wasn't as action packed as I guess as compared to Katsura's, but it gave us an insight of what type of person Sakamoto was. As we always knew, he's not someone that would abandon his comrades, his teammates. He'll do anything by all means, even if it means acting like a complete. You know, he's always thinking of plans, clever plans, strategies to ensure that his ship and the crew that's on the ship is safe and sound, even if it means that he, as the captain, has to basically sacrifice his own self. And we've seen this back in the last season, what type of person he is when it comes to people on his ship. Respect him for that. He got a scar. He got that scar from the war. Our leader was culture. That scar. Ooh. So because of the enemy, which kind of was a spoil. Ooh. They split his arm open. There's more to ways that can be ended with a stick. So they just kind of give you a spoiler on the enemy that's going to be going against for the next fight that's going to happen with Gintoki. They basically, he came and killed oh my god, killed the person he was carrying with him and split his arm open. Ooh! They split his arm open. Long scar running down his hand. And basically, that's the reason why he can't wield a sword anymore. Like you could probably understand that it's the pressure that's on his arm to be able to hold a sword properly. So he switched it out where he doesn't. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Yo, Gintoki. And now they're about to go start with the confrontation between Gintoki and Bankai, the person who Gintoki faced during the Joy War. So this is the second person that we know within the series that Gintoki has faced during the Joy War and has either beaten and they didn't die, left off in a tie. Remember, the first person that we came across was Obero. And remember, he was introduced back in the Courtesan arc. So now you see the reason why Sakamoto has that scar. It was because of Bankai. He's the one that left that deadly blow to him. So he's no longer capable of wielding a sword. Thanks to him. Thank you, Bankai. And Gintoki's gonna come and whoop your ass. And he's making fun of him by talking about somebody drawing your face. The ones. You can just see his eyelash. Oh my god, yo, Gintoki spit on the tissue and wiping the man's eye. Yo, Gintoki. Video. Gintoki has no shame. He will look at the enemy, make fun of you. He will do it. And you wonder how he does not get himself killed yet. He blatantly makes fun of the enemy. Sakamoto's fight wasn't as exciting as Katsura's, but it just goes to show what type of person Sakamoto is. Now we're getting on to the next fight. Very fast. They're really hyping us up for what's to come. Oh my god. Oh my god. He attacked Gintoki. That. But if you're a swordsman, the sword of the star sword king, the greatest of all swordsmen in the universe. Bato. Bato. He's coming out to hunt the swordsman of Earth. I can't. I've been the guy you bet on many times, and he's beaten me. Takasugi. Damn. No, I'm laughing. I'm sorry, but I'm laughing because this guy reminds me. I forgot his name, but he appeared in Chosen, the one that was like Shinpachi's brother, and they made a whole parody off of Star Wars, and he was teaching them the way of the saber. Okay, his sword style, battle sword style reminds me of that. Okay, it reminds me the way of a Jedi and that arc. I can see it. My eye sees all. So he has an all-seeing eye. Species had no ears or mouths. Once had no ears or mouths. So that was years ago. Thousands. And all they did for communication was with the one eye in their forehead that's called enlightenment. Enlightenment. I close my eyes and ears to awaken my enlightenment. Species in the distant past. And now Gintoki remembers it. They just did a flashback when Gintoki encountered him. And he picked up 300 yen coins off of the ground. And Gintoki doesn't remember who he is. He's looking like some broke buck dude. Gintoki's thinking this is the guy that took his 300 yen. He's the man who. No, oh my god. So this is going to be the fight of who gave or who didn't give back the 300 yen. 300 yen, not. Can you stop waving your sword like that? He spent 10 years looking for Gintoki. Not only does Gintoki not remember him, but Bato doesn't even remember how Gintoki looks. The name he gives Gintoki is Pakuyasa. He looks like a fat version of. He don't even look like Gintoki. He's a fat version of something. Oh my god. Yo, this fight is going to be too hilarious. I don't even think we can take this fight with Gintoki and Bato too seriously, man, because it's too hilarious. So sorry. So compared to last week's episode, this episode wasn't that action packed, but I can kind of guess that Gintoki's and Bato's fight is going to be both comedy slash action, because clearly these two do not remember each other from the war 10 years ago. These two are completely mistaking each other for completely different people. Gintoki thinks this guy is the person he owes money to, and then Bato's thinking he's a completely different person. He doesn't even look like Gintoki. He looks like some fat comedian. I'm sorry. He looks like some fat dude who just wore the wardrobe Gintoki wore during the war. So this fight that's going to be between these two characters is, I'm assuming, is going to be a pretty hilarious fight. Now, if you saw the manga, then you know what I mean. It's going to be really funny when it's put into anime format. Or the Sakamoto fight wasn't that intense, but it did shed light on Nobunobu and actually kind of gave him that character growth that many would not have thought he would have been given. Many probably would have thought he was just this guy who's only selfish and only for himself. But Sakamoto's character and how the fact that he was willing to sacrifice himself to ensure that he would have been safe. He's now understanding what it means to actually start to give and to care for someone other than himself. So episode was focusing on Sakamoto, but also was focusing on Nobunobu's character and how he will greatly change the pacing, how he will change the pacing of what's going on in the series from now on, and how much he will be involved with all the events that is going on. So enjoyable episode. If anything, it was a lot more hilarious compared to last week's episode, if I can say for sure. So I can't wait for next week's episode. The way the pacing that is going, first thing foremost, when I was looking up to see if there's any shows from winter 2016, 2017 that was going to continue on for spring, I did not see Gintama. I was looking on like live chart me, and I did not see Gintama for like any or anything, but probably they'll continue to update as we're getting closer to the spring season. But my guess, as many of us have said, this is going to be just 12 episodes, and then we'll just have to be on a short hiatus till after the manga is finished, and then the anime starts up back again later on. So, you know, like I said in my last live reaction, I will start back up the manga because I'm putting a hold on it for the time being for the sake of the anime. Start back up, and I might do double reviews for every chapter that I have missed till I catch up to the most current one. And then when I hear the anime come back, that's when I'll put a pause back to the manga so I can just, breeze through the anime, and eventually the anime will catch up to the very ending. So I might do a comparison. Like, I'll do the live reaction. Most definitely, I'll do a live reaction of the last episode and then do a comparison of that. So that's my plans for Gintama in total, both anime and manga. And as I said way earlier in this live reaction, the shows that I will be reviewing for spring 2017: Boku no Hero Academia season 2, Star Muse season 2, Oshitsu Kyoshi Hane, and Fukumenki Noise. Those are the 4 shows that I will be reviewing for this season. And this season, winter 2017, I'm finishing up the Gintama and All Out. So this was still a pretty good episode of Gintama. Not that action-packed, but actually a lot more hilarious, and I can't wait for next week's episode. If you guys saw this week's episode of Gintama 2017, episode 321, do drop a comment down below on how you felt about this week's episode. What were some things that you liked or didn't like? If you're a manga reader, you can drop in some of that, but no spoilers or anything further from that. Tell me what are your predictions for next week's episode. And we saw Umibozu, so what are you predicting for him in this arc? What are you hoping to see from him later down in episodes? And the links are in the description box as always. If you want to see my list, I posted it on Twitter of the shows that I'm going to be watching, and I posted on my Tumblr at least for 2 of the shows the dates that's coming. So I'm going to post those 2 links in the description box so you guys could check it out for yourselves. And I'm Kimmy-chan of Anime Legends Podcast, and I will see you guys later. Bye.